Welcome back to Dinosaur Island. We see Rex, and he is very sad for one reason. Shannon is focusing on a new baby. Now he's deformed. He has a little bump on his head, which he looks like a ceratosaur, a juvenile ceratosaur. That's how big baby T-Rexes get, but they're getting along very well. Well, the mother and this baby. We shall not name his baby yet. For until when the other 4 eggs maybe hatch, and the other ones do, we shall name him then. But he is resting. Well, the actual breaking down, it's very small egg. Now Rex, almost a juvenile T-Rex, knows that if there's a new baby, that one, he can't get too close, or else the mother Rex will do face biting, which is either self-defense or a punishment, or when they're T-Rexes when they're just playing, or he might get kicked out of the pack, even for just getting a little too close. So he's definitely going to be. Shannon is not going to be paying attention to Rex for a little while. Same with Sarah. She experienced this when Rex was born. But when mating season ended, they had to leave for other mates. But Tyrant decided to stay. He's not experienced this before because all of the eggs of his children he has usually dies, and he's not there when they're hatched. He normally doesn't get too close. But this time, he's getting a little too curious. He gets a bit too close. Shannon backs up. Back up. She bites his lower jaw. See? Tyrant. Even the very tough male is no match for the female or Shannon. Get up aggravated. He decides that he's probably going to be he's probably going to be now, but he's probably going to have to be the one that looks after Rex and the one that cares for him and to bring him on his first hunt. Now maybe in a few months he'll be a juvenile, for he is a couple years old now. Him and Sarah will have to watch him, of course. Sarah walks off and decides to bring Rex. Where are they going? Now for the process for the rest of the family getting close to the baby, first it's probably going to have to be in this order. For T-Rex families, usually in this order. It's first Rex, then Sarah, and then Tyrant. Even though she's known Tyrant the longest, Shannon does care for her babies a lot. Sarah was the first ever baby that Shannon had, and one of the only ones that have lived. One of the only 3. And she does look a lot like Mossback. Because, well, Tyrant's DNA is in Mossback. Because the T-Rexes are usually hunting tarbosaurs for some reason. They're going, and it seems that they're going to the forest. We see Sarah and Rex. They're about to get a drink of water and about to explore. She gets her drink. Rex goes in for a drink. He hasn't drinking in a while, so he's glad he's getting water again. But Rex hears a roar. He doesn't know what that roar was. It wasn't Sarah. Sarah begins to back away. Rex turns to look at his sister, and he doesn't know what's wrong. Then he picks him up by the tail and runs. Sarah hurries up and sets Rex down. She has to go. Rex watches her run, and then he sees a horrific sight. We haven't seen him since episode 1. Red Sail. He was the one that roared. And Sarah walks in. Now, Red Sail is smaller than Sarah, but he's older. A little bit older, because he's almost an adult. And Sarah's almost an adult too. So he has a little bit more battle experience. They start fighting. Watching, hoping that his sister wins. Somebody else comes to watch the fight. Yep, it's Onyx. He sees Rex and decides to disturb him. Because Onyx knows that if Sarah somehow beats Red Sail, which is unlikely, that means that he can get this huge territory. And this is his son. We shall call him Barry. His son is healed away from this attack from Red Sail. They watch him. If Red Sail dies, he gets this whole territory. But he's fighting. All hope seems to be lost for Sarah, but Red Sail backs away. She gives him a leg wound. He bites her leg, almost snapping it, almost breaking it, but it was severely fractured. She was severely weakened, but she does not give up or bravo. Seeing that Sarah won. But when you're facing against a Dinosaur, don't lose your guard that easily. She tells Rex to run, but we have a drone view of a coup de grace. Breaking the windpipe, ripping Red Sail rips open Sarah's jugular. He has won. Eats a bit of the carcass, but Red Sail prefers to eat fish, so he leaves the body to decompose and for other predators to eat. Rex is now scarred for life. Rex would run back to his nest, but he wants to pick up on his sister. Rex trips and falls, but doesn't care. He runs to his sister. Onyx, disappointed that Red Sails won, he decides to walk over to the body to eat some of the carcass. But he knows, but he's not going to eat in front of his son, or in front of Rex. So he's even more scarred for life. He doesn't want to be hated by the baby Rex, so he maybe doesn't get killed off in the future for revenge. Hey there, Barry. Sarah is not dead yet. She's almost dead though. She's drowning and dying of blood loss. She tells him to run. But they nuzzle each other for the one last time before she nuzzles him for the one last time before dropping dead. Red Seal notices Rex, but doesn't really care right now, for he is fishing. Onyx walks over. He doesn't like to get so close next to his worst enemy, but tries to feast on the carcass. He has never eaten Rex before. They feast as a happy family, but Rex runs back to his nest. Back with Sharon, the baby is gone. When they were sleeping for a little bit, and a predator has gone to the baby and killed it. We don't know exactly killed it, but it's probably dead. It looked like a Dilophosaurus or a Utahraptor took it. But they are still wondering where Rex and Sarah are. He recomforts her, and Tyrant is about to look for them, but Tyrant turns around. It seems like Tyrant and Sharon are wondering where Sarah is, but Rex tells Tyrant and Sharon's mother and father that she is dead. Tyrant is really sad. Then he roars in anger. Rex is mourning the death of his big sister. His mother walks up to him. She knows the pain. She's also mourning the loss of her new baby. She muzzles him and walks back to the nest to protect the eggs. Then Tyrant walks over. He's also sad about the death of his other son, the newborn, and his daughter. He muzzles him too. Someday, and I mean someday, the Rex family will get their revenge on Red Sail. Tyrant walks over to rest, because he has had a long day. Sharon goes to sleep by the nest, and Tyrant decides to also walk over there and go to sleep. The Rex family is sleeping, but Rex will get revenge someday for his sister. It will not be in vain, but Rex also goes to sleep. Thanks for joining us on Dinosaur Island on Family
lost.